Hello. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things in the Morning, episode 16. I am here live on Facebook this Monday morning. It is still Monday morning. It's been Monday morning for me for a few hours. And I'm finally coming to you. It's true. I'm here live for you this morning. Welcome. I hope you guys had your coffee or your sandwich. I had my coffee today. I had some microwavable little sausage patty sandwiches with biscuits on them. Quite tasty. So what you guys doing? I went back to the giant mug. The giant Speedy Gonzalez mug. Because it's what I found in the morning. When I grabbed my mug, I filled it with some coffee, heated it up, microwave style, and got to it. Now it's here. And I'm going to say things this morning. I'm going to say things to you right now with nobody watching. We were up to 4 people for a second. It's okay. Welcome. Go Sox. Henry Bernstein says, go Sox. Yeah, man. This Sox cap is my newest of my Sox caps. And this one was called the Father's Day cap. From last year, they did a Father's Day cap, and that was this one. And it was really cool. And this was a really cool Father's Day cap. They release like different baseball caps at least once a year with the White Sox, or I think all the Major League Baseball. They release one a year, and I like to buy the ones that they release, but I want them to be the ones the players wore on the field. So the players wore this on Father's Day last year or the year before, and it sold out right away because it's blue and it's awesome. Father's Day, and I have it. That's why I have it. Nino Zamora's here. Hey, Nino. Good morning. Good morning, my friend Nino. This is a man known as Avelino when we were kids. We used to do a lot of stuff, but I won't get into that right now. No, I won't. But hopefully you're drinking coffee with me, Nino. Yes. I watched a lot of baseball yesterday. I had a day off. Hey, Lori's here too. What's up, Lori Newsom? A.K.A. Lori Oliver. I know you. You can't hide. I watched a lot of baseball yesterday. Usually my days off consist of me waking up, having coffee, and then sitting in a chair and just watching TV for like 13 hours. And that's kind of what happened. That's not a choice, but that's what happens. And I've been watching baseball reruns, but they've been showing on the, Baseball Channel, ESPN. One of them are showing Game 7 World Series games. And I watched a Pirates game from 1979 World Series with Willie Stargell and Dave Parker. That was really cool. And they were playing Orioles with Doug DeCinces and Rick Dempsey and what's that other guy? Murray. I used to hate that guy, Murray. George Drumner? I forgot. I forgot his name now. Good. I forgot it. Blacked it out of my mind. Because when the Sox were in the 1983 playoffs, they faced the Orioles, and the Orioles beat them. But then, not only did they beat them, but they mocked them in the locker room, singing the Na 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 song in a very mocking way, and I always hated the Orioles. Or maybe just those Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray is the guy I hated. And I saw him yesterday in the World Series, and he struck out 3 times, so I was very happy. It happened before the White Sox lost, but still, I'm glad that he felt some pain. So it made up. The 1983 playoffs made up for that loss, which was okay. Casper likes my sweet bow tie. Thanks, Casper. I just ordered a bunch of stuff. I just ordered a bunch of ties and cravats to wear for you guys on these morning shows. This is true. Swig for the working man. How about that? David Foley's here. It's Artie time. It's David Foley time. Now Erickson said, oh yeah, Pirates. Eddie Murray. Yeah, I didn't like Eddie Murray. That Pirates game was cool because Willie Stargell hit a 2-run home run. That pretty much won the game. But then the Orioles messed up in the later innings. They walked in a guy, they hit a guy, they hit a batter, and they had bases loaded twice, and they ended up walking in 2 guys, so they lost 4-1, which was a really cool. It was a real cool game, and I watched the game. I watched the whole thing, and the coolest part about it was there's no advertising in the field. They didn't even have an outfield wall. They had a fence. There was a fence, like an old park. And the grass was brown, like green and brown. It wasn't maintained like the grass is now. So it was really cool to see that game. And Kent Tekulve was pitching. And I remember watching him as a kid. And Tito Martinez was pitching. And all these cool guys that I remember. I had all their baseball cards when I was a kid. But I remember the 79 Pirates. Because I was probably around 10, 11 years old. But I remember watching baseball then, and I remember Dave Parker was able to throw guys out at the plate all the way from the outfield, all the way from right field. He'd throw all the way on a fly and right to the catcher's mitt. And I remember that. And they used to use that segment in This Week in Baseball. But I liked that Pirates game. It was real fun. And it's really weird to watch the game and not know what inning they're in because it doesn't say it on the screen. You have to wait till the end of the inning. But that's how it was back then. You have to sit through commercials. The game would have been better if they had actually had the old commercials in there. That would have been fun. And I had a good time watching that. And after the Pirates won, the fans jumped on the field and celebrated with them, which was also really cool. And is also something they don't do now. They don't let anyone on the field in risk of injury or injuring a player. But the weirdest part about it was there's no advertising in the whole park, and there's no a lot of things that they do now. And then the game right after that was the Cubs 2016 World Series win. So I watched that whole game too. So I watched 2 baseball games back to back. Then we ordered wings. We ate a bunch of hot wings at the table. My wife and kids were out doing things. They picked up food. And then I came back. They came back, and I watched. You guys will like this. I watched Clone Wars Season 2. We're almost through the whole thing, and it's so good, man. It's so good. And Grievous is the bad guy, and I love it. And then I watched the end of 2.5 Men. I finally saw how that ends with Ashton Kutcher. So that's what I did yesterday. I watched all that stuff. So I sat down from figure around noon I started watching TV all the way to 2 in the morning, and those days are weird for me, but they happen. And a lot of times they would happen with boxing on Saturday nights, but now I do it on Sundays. But I interacted with the family, so it's okay. So don't worry. I still hang out with the family and stuff. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh yeah. Oh, Garrett's here again. Did you see my Star Wars Buddies cover? I did see that. That was pretty cool, man. And I saw a little photo on Facebook of you and your friend watching me on your phone. And I thought that was cool. That was pretty fun. It makes me look at it and go, oh, look at that. That's cool. And Johnny Logan says, Morning, Art. Morning, Johnny Logan. A swig of coffee for the working man. Oh, yeah. Eric C. Martin says, outstanding hat. Woo, Southside. Yeah, man, I'm a Sox guy. And then after we watched these two games. And, of course, I appreciate the Cubs winning the World Series. But if the difference is between being a fan, a Sox fan versus a Cub fan, or vice versa, is like I'm a Cub. I like the Cubs. The difference in being a fan and calling yourself a fan is if the Cubs lost that game, I would be like, oh, I'd be disappointed, but like, well, there you go. But if the Sox lost their World Series game, I would have been messed up for 6 months crying every day. It would have been heartbreaking. But I understand it. But that's the difference. That's how you know which team you're on. It's like want chocolate or vanilla ice cream. And if you think about it, you don't know. But if you do right away, you know that you're a fan of that flavor, you know? So I was glad the Cubs won. And we watched it yesterday, and it was very fresh. The whole family was watching that last inning with us. And I was wondering how they were going to handle the rain delay. Because remember, like, the rain delay in that World Series game lasted like an hour and a half, it feels like, or 2 hours. It was really a long time. And then when it came back on, we watched it, and it was really exciting. And my son didn't want to leave to go do something else. He had to do other things. He didn't want to leave until the game was over, even though we all knew the outcome. And everyone sat down and came in and said, oh, is this one where the Cubs win? I go, yeah. So we all sat down, and the whole family was actually watching the game, which was really cool. And I can't wait for baseball season to hopefully start up again. And the rumors is that it's going to be like 3 divisions. It's going to be West Coast, East Coast, and then Mid Coast, which would be our guys, Chicago, Detroit, St. Louis, and it goes down to center, and Milwaukee. And so both Chicago teams will be in the same division if, hopefully, that's the rumor, if baseball continues. So I think there's going to either be 3 championships or something like that, because it sounds like the baseball league wants to avoid traveling so far, so they just want to put all the guys on a bus and do it like minor league style, AAA style, and just travel from Milwaukee to St. Louis to Chicago and Detroit and all these places where they can travel by bus, which is really cool. And I think if that stays that way this year, I would think they should keep that going. And it's time to stir up the divisions. And they don't want to do Central Division for American or National. They want to put them all in one. And then all the West Coast teams in one and all the East Coast teams in another. I think that would be really fun. I think that would be really cool. Ready? I got this. Hear that guy? I got this. I think that would be really cool for baseball. And hopefully that works out. And hopefully there's 3 divisions, 3 championships. That'd be cool too. I don't know how they're going to do the playoffs. But if they don't do a playoff, that's, they got to. They have to have a World Series or something. And then see what else you guys are saying. Let's take a swig first. David Foley said he watched Remo Williams over the weekend. I don't know what that is. I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is. I never watched it, but it was an underrated 80s classic. I believe you, sir, because you are a very good movie critic. I like reading your criticisms on movies, and most of the time I agree with everything you say. And we saw Spider-Man together, so that was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. My daughter watched Spider-Verse movie yesterday on her little phone or iPad or something, and I see her just sitting with her earphones on just watching. And I always ask her, do you want to watch it on a big screen? We could watch it. And she goes, no, I like it this way. It's like, okay. But she pressed pause and came over by me and showed me the photo. She says, why do Spider-Man have to press the button on their hand to shoot the webs? And I said, because that's their web shooter. And she was confused. She looked at me and said, but I thought in the movie it already came out of his arm, like Tobey Maguire. I'm like, yes, it did in the movie. And then she said the weird thing that's what the movies do to people. She said, well, why did they change it to web shooters? I'm like, oh, no, it was always web shooters. They changed it for the movie. And she went, oh, that's weird. I'm like, yeah, they made him organic, where all the powers, even the webs, come out of his hand. Where it's weird that it would come out of his face or his butt or something that naturally, but came out of his hand. And so she goes, oh, I get it. And then she said, the web shooters wearing it wouldn't be as smart, because now you have to make sure you have that before you run in to fight the bad guy. I go, yeah. So it's more story element telling things, but so I had to straighten her out, but it's okay. She learned. Let's see what you guys are saying. The comments are getting away because I'm telling stories. Oh yeah, man. Eric C. Martin likes the hat. Outstanding. Kevin Bixby says, oh yeah, man. Eric C. Martin says, my best friend is a Cub fan, so I love talking trash to him. Yeah. I don't talk trash too much. I've never been a trash talker of the teams. But I find it funny how it's funny how when you tell people from other states that you like a team, you go to Seattle or California or New York or something, and they say, oh, which team you like? I said, oh, I like the White Sox. And they're like, oh. When the reaction is, oh, like, what's that? Oh man, I wish they whatever. That's the thing, I don't get it. Like, people like their own teams. Oh, the boss is here. All that baseball watching must mean Gilbert is done. Yay. Yeah. I'm going to go. Yeah, it's done. It'll be there in a few days. I'll email to you. Sometimes I need a day off, sir. I've been working hard. Working 13 to 18 hours every day trying to get these books done. And I need family time, man. And it's... Eric says it's a death wish coffee morning. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I got a big mug today. I had to let plumbers in my house today. There's been lots of flooding. So plumbers came over and did things and told me some information. Nothing disastrous, but I had to let them in. That's why I was up early today. So I love how you draw the Green Lantern Corps. Thanks, man. I like drawing a Green Lantern Corps. Sweet for the worker, man. David Foley says it's free on Tubi. The Remo Williams? I'll check it out. I don't know what Tubi is, but I'm sure I can find it on my Roku. Sam Raimi's stupid idea. Oh, about the web shooters. Yeah. Well, that's a... Well, now handsome. How you doing, buddy? Hey, what's up, Steven? Yeah, you're a good man. Sox, man. Nope. See, he's a guy. Sox, nah. No. See, but I got 2005 World Series, and after we watched the Cubs, or we watched the Pirates, and we watched the Cubs, I had to watch the last inning of the Star Wars of the White Sox World Series, and it was good. It was exciting. They won by 1 run that game, but Bobby Jenks struck the last guy. Already got the guy out at first. It was real cool. Eric C says, it's all in good fun. I'm not a Cubs fan, but I don't dislike them. Yeah, that's how I am. I don't dislike them. I don't hate them. And I'm happy when they win because it's great for the city. And it's exciting baseball. I just love baseball. I just like watching baseball. It's really good. Lori's here. It happens to me in Wisconsin. I'm a Bears fan. Oh, are you in Wisconsin now, Lori? Oh, that's great. I have friends who moved to Wisconsin. They became Green Bay guys. See, Chicago is a very loyal sports fan base. Sweet for the worker, man. Oh, yeah. Eric sees I say my intense dislike for the St. Louis Cardinals. Oh, you don't like them, huh? I think the Cardinals used to be from Chicago or something. Or is that the football team? I can't remember. Stephen Lightman says he loves his Roku. I love my Roku. Yeah, Roku's awesome. David Foley says, yes, sir. Then when you watch it, imagine Fred Ward back in the day as Wolverine. Oh, I might check that out. Remo Williams. Is that where he would, was he an adventurer or was he like a repo guy, car guy? I know there was a repo car guy too. I don't know. Kevin Bixby says, I like baseball, but I'm a Bears fan. Yeah, man. But Bears don't play baseball, so that's okay. You can be a Bears fan and like baseball. Yeah, Bears football. I love watching football. I love watching the I follow it but I'm into it with the playoffs and baseball. I watch baseball all season, and in the playoffs start, I watch all the playoff games. I love the World Series games too, no matter who's playing. Of course, I want my guys in there, but when they're not in there, I still like it. And Ronnie says, morning, Ronald J. Dandy. I'll toast to Ronnie. Oh, yeah. Garrett said, do you like better, Superman or Batman? What a question. I've always been a Superman guy, but that was the movie that did that, made me a Superman guy. But I was a Batman guy first because of Adam West, Batman show. So I liked them both. I liked them both equal for a long time. But the more and more I was into them and reading them, I became a Superman guy, and it took over my heart and my feelings. And I understand who Superman is, and I know I could really write the character very, very well. And because I know how to write him, I know Kal-El, Clark Kent, Superman. I know who he is. So I'm going to go with Superman. I really, really love Superman a whole bunch. And the Superman world, the mythos, and all of that stuff. That's what I love. And B. May says, nice! A swig for B. May. Oh, yeah. Did I get that hat link? Yes, I did. I like all those hats. I didn't order any hats yet, but thank you for that link. I have to see what kind of flag cap I need, what colors, because I have a lot of them. And I like the interesting colors more. But I'll check it out. And when it's time, I shall purchase a hat. Ronnie said, I can't stand watching sports unless it's live. Wow, I love it live. I love watching bands live. I love watching sports live, performances, plays. I love all that stuff. Anything that performs for me, I'm a big fan. But yeah, man, I like watching sports. It has to be a team I like, though. I could watch a baseball team and not know the teams. I could watch a game. But as far as football and that, I'm not into as much. I love baseball and boxing. Boxing is one of my favorite sports of all time. And I love boxing much more than MMA fighting. And boxing, I could watch it for hours. Garrett says, having a good so far. Yeah, man. I'm having a good so far, too. Steven said, totally agree with you on baseball. I love to watch, regardless of who's playing. And I just love enjoying the game. Yeah, I like it. I love the strategy. I love that one pitch could change a game. I love that. I love a good at-bat where there's a lot of foul tips and foul balls. I love all that. I said, the comments are getting away again. My boss is on her yelling at me. I know he is. Just to let you know, I'll be working on Gilbert all day today, right after this. But I had to let plumbers in, and I figure I better talk to my friends because I haven't talked to you guys in 3 days. I've been working on Gilbert all weekend, except for yesterday with baseball. I'm going to get emails now. Let's see. And I like them both until the DCMU ruined them. Oh, baseball, Superman and Batman? Yeah, I get you. Yeah, the characters will be around forever, so you just got to wait for the good stuff to come back. And Garrett says, yep, I meant I'm having a good day so far. Yeah, I am. I'm having a real good day so far. David Foley says it's based on the Destroyer series about the Newark cop who was framed in a crime sentence to death. The death is faked by government, and he is trained to be an assassin by a secret agency. He's trained by an old Korean guy named Trin. That's good. That's the Remo Williams, played by Joel Grey. We used to watch, me and my roommate years and years ago, we'll watch Renegade with Reno Williams. Was it Reno? No, what was his name? I forgot what his name was on the show, but his name was Reno too, I think, or Remo. I don't know. We used to watch Renegade, and he had the Native American cop friend. That was pretty cool. I like that guy. Kevin Bixby has to get back to work. He says, Yagams, you're a good man, sir. Take a swig for the working man. Ronnie Dandy says, one exception of sports is MMA. I will watch that on TV. Yeah, MMA is cool. MMA is real unpredictable. And you never know who's going to win. and it surprises me every time. So yeah, I do like it though. I go to the Wild Wings place to watch it a lot of times for the pay-per-views. It was real cool. Teresa's here. Hey, Shug. She digs the hat. You know it, Sugar. Go Southside. Father's Day version of the White Sox cap. Oh, Jimmy says, I wasn't yelling. I have faith in you. You deserve days off and family. Yeah, I know, Jimmy. I was just ripping you too, dude. But yeah, man, if you could spend a day with me at home, you would see what's happening. But I have faith in Gilbert. I have faith in paper cuts. I have faith in all this stuff. But yeah, yesterday was rough. I had a late night Friday, and then a rough Saturday because I had a late night Friday. And yesterday was the day off, just hanging out with the kids and chilling. And it's cool when we're in family that we're all in one room, and that's what I really like. Nobody's leaving the room. So if we're all in one room, especially when the Cubs World Series is on, and then we watch some Clone Wars stuff, and everyone was there. Even though, like, if my daughter's watching on her screen, but she's on the couch and she's nearby, and she's got her headphones on, and my wife was building a puzzle, and my son was, me and the boys were all watching it, and so it was really fun. And yeah, man, I knew you weren't yelling at me, sir. I just, it's the ribbing, the jousting that men do. But man, I won't disappoint you. We're gonna win an award. And see what people are saying. Llamas. Chris Erickson said llamas. Yeah, man, llamas. Llamas are awesome. Garrett says, do you think that there will be any more Tiny Titans, or there are no more issues after return of the Treehouse? I don't have any Tiny Titans on my schedule right now, but I have a lot to finish up, and my goal is to finish up a lot of my projects by June. Hopefully they will be finished by June. It's coming close. It's only 2 weeks away now. And so the next few weeks will be lots of all-nighters, and I might switch to vampire hours really, really easily this week. So this may be my last morning show of the week. Well, I don't know. But I like to do the more afternoon versions of the morning show. But so far, I want to finish all these projects, so maybe I could take on new things later. But as of right now, I'm not doing any more Tiny Titans. Not yet. We might have something in the works that's similar, but nothing as of right now. Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas. Oh, yeah. Lorenzo Lamas. That's what you guys were saying, not llamas. Renegade. Yeah, that's I used to watch that show. It was kind of silly. He wore a trench coat and he had a gun and he's a bounty hunter or something. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Stephen Lightman says, tennis, baseball, football, hockey, MMA, college, anything. I'm never as happy as when I can watch something all day. I'm never, oh, you like what? Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I like watching stuff all day. They probably say, are you all caught up with sleep? No, I am not, because I went to bed last night about 2 o'clock, and I laid down, my brain's on. I couldn't fall asleep, and I had to get up about 6:30 today because plumbers were coming over at 7 or 7:30. I had to open the door for people, and they had to look at stuff. Then they gave me some information and left. Then I made some coffee, and now I'm talking to you. That's what my day was so far. But no, I'll probably tap out later, early. You never know. You know, the coffee's doing good so far. And Garrett says, I haven't watched much of the Clone Wars, but from what I've seen, I like. Yeah, man, people told me about Clone Wars, and they said Season 2 was going to all of a sudden be way better than Season 1. And they were right. Season 1 was I really enjoyed Season 1. But Season 1 Clone Wars each episode was its own story. It slightly continued, but it really didn't. You could watch the episodes in any order, but Season 2, well, actually the last 2 episodes of Season 1 were continued. Much like the Mandalorian last 2 were real back-to-back. And then it went into Season 2 seamless. And we're up until, I think episode 14 of Season 2 now. But it's been one long story and one long thing, and it really gets down deep into the history of the Geonosians, where they had that cloning, or the not the cloning, the robot planet where they were building robots, where they were on that planet, they were on that planet building robots, and it gets really into them. Those bug guys, they were showing the bug guys. They were getting mind controlled. It was cool. They showed a queen. Oh man, it was really good. I love it. I couldn't continue watching because people started falling asleep and going to bed, but I was the last one standing, and I ended up watching 2.5 Men finale, and that's a weird show. That last few Ashton Kutcher seasons, they got different. It kind of became the Ashton Kutcher show, and then Alan Harper was kind of acting like an idiot, and then they were pretending to be homosexual for a while, and the jokes were landing flat for me, and it was just kind of, I don't know. Then it got heartwarming where he adopted a kid. Ashton Kutcher adopted a kid, and I like those episodes because I'm a dad and I related. And then I was going to adopt a kid years and years ago one time, but we ended up having our own babies, which is better. But that show got really strange. Like, these men, these grown men, can't keep a relationship to save their life. They make stupid decisions, and then it all goes back to where they need each other, which is fine. You can be best friends, but if they really want a relationship with the opposite, you know, they could do it, but they just don't. And I don't know. It's very frustrating to watch. And it was a good, I enjoyed it though, but it was a good season, it was a good series finale, I thought, because Charlie Sheen came back, kind of. He was there, but they were talking about him. It's kind of like when they talked about Maris on Frasier, where she was there, but you never saw her. It was kind of like that. So it worked. I liked the last 2 episodes because it just made fun of the last 2 episodes just made fun of the whole show, which was good. They made fun of their own self, which worked out okay. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it, but make sure you watch all the good ones first. If you're going to watch, there's 12 seasons, just watch all of the first ones. The first seasons are the best with Charlie Sheen. All of the Charlie Sheen episodes are great. But I liked it. And Garrett says, it would be cool if I could make more Star Wars Buddies comics just for Facebook. Yeah, that would be cool, man, but I might get in trouble because I don't own Star Wars. I wish I did. I own that look of Star Wars, I guess, comes from me, but I really would like to. Yeah, I wanted to do that series, but I didn't do it. That was, I think, 2016, and it's gone now. It's not in my head anymore. I got rid of it. So, but I'm working on other things. Hopefully, July, August, September, you'll see some more stuff. And wait, take a swig. Let's see what you guys are saying. You should check out the Comiskey Method on Netflix, written by Chuck Lorre, dude behind 2.5 Men. Oh, cool. Maybe I'll check that out. Lived 2.5 Men. You lived it. You lived 2.5 Men is hilarious. Brian Petrosky. Oh, did you? Oh, you loved it. That's probably what you meant to say. You loved 2.5 Men. Yeah, I liked it a lot. And the last season, when it went a different way, the theme of the show changed for me, but it was still good. I still liked it every episode. There wasn't a bad episode. Like the series that really disappointed me was How I Met Your Mother. That last episode ruined the whole show for me. Like, that's not the way it should have ended. It was bad writing. It was awful. Because the whole last season they were trying to get married, but the whole last episode was dumb. I was waiting for that so much, and after that last episode came out, I complained about it so much with my wife that she told me, okay, I'm down. I don't need to watch this show. So no matter how good it is, you know that last episode's coming. So I'll never watch that show again because I know how it ends, and I did not like it. No, sir, I did not like it. That last episode of How I Met Your Mother. And it doesn't matter how you met your mother because she makes no difference in the whole thing. You know, it's like, why was that lady even their mom? It was so mad. I need a swig for the worker man to calm myself down. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully in the next few. Let's see. Garrett says, I can't wait for Archimaniacs. From what you said, it sounds like even better than Tiny Titans. Yeah, it's cool. Archimaniacs is real fun, and it's just like it has that Tiny Titans vibe. You're gonna like it. If you're a fan of that and everything I do, it's gonna be right. It's gonna be for you. D. Brad said, good morning. Just saw the notification. Good. Glad to see you join us, D. Brad. Well, one thing, like, after I'm done with these projects, I got more ideas. I just uploaded some digital books to Comixology, I think yesterday or the weekend. They should be coming out in a few weeks. And I've been putting t-shirt designs. If there's a link in this video, you could go to my t-shirt shop. It's artbaltazar.threadless.com, and you can see my t-shirts. I got like 100 designs up there. I don't know how many there are, but I just uploaded six designs over the weekend. And the Saturday I try to do my my online digital things, like updating websites and t-shirts and things like that, and uploading videos, or not videos, Comixology comics. And I wanted to do a live painting show this weekend, but I didn't get to it. Saturday I was struggling to stay awake because of my late night Friday. Late night Friday I was up for too long. I was up for like 20 hours, and it's not healthy to do that. I wanted to go to bed at like 6:30 in the afternoon, but then I went live on a podcast with my buddies, and then after that I came upstairs and we watched the finale of Survivor, and I was just dying for the last 8 hours of my day. But by the time I went to bed, I was so deep in sleep that I woke up and I forgot what day it was. I thought it was Monday, but it was Saturday, and it's just messed up. So that'll probably happen to me this week. I'll probably switch to Vampire, logging in on my morning show at 7 o'clock at night. Swig for the working man. Oh yeah, man. Garrett went to Comixology, but it needs money for me to go on. Yeah, it's 99 cents. Yeah, you need you can read like the first 3 pages for free, but ask your mom to buy them for you. You can download them to your iPad, but that's a little way where comic artists like me and other publishers could publish our comic, and we could get it to you for a cheaper price, and we don't have to pay for printing or shipping and stuff like that. So it's an opportunity for me to put out a comic book where I don't have to spend thousands of dollars to print it. So I put it out digital first so you guys can read it if you really want to. They're 99 cents each, which isn't bad. Comics now are like $4 or $5 a piece. And everyone prefers paper, because I got a lot of people yelled at me for making digital. Why do you do digital? But for me as a creator, it's easier to release a digital book, and instead of sitting on this comic that I want you to read for years and years, I could put it up digitally and eventually make a paper comic, print it up for you to sell. And I'm going to probably do some of that when I go to conventions this year. I want to print up some more books, but I got to figure out a way how to print up books to sell for conventions, or print them and sell them on my website. Something like that's going to happen. I have to figure out how to do that. And so in the meantime, I put them up digital, so you can at least read a little bit at a time. And they're 99 cents, but you could download them to your iPad or your phone or your laptop or whatever device you have, and they're yours forever. You can read them over and over. You could download them and save them in a folder and stuff like that, I thought that was pretty cool. And Comixology seems to know what they're doing when you swipe to pages, and you could swipe it per panel or you could swipe it per page. And I really like that feature. So I'm going to be releasing lots of comics digitally in the next few upcoming months. And so far we released one from Franco. I just uploaded. I'm going to reveal later what the title is. And then one from Patrick Scullin from Super Siblings. So that one's up there already, and it's the next one. So you'll see. It's going to come out. I got a few more ready to go. But I don't want to send them all at once. I got to spread them out so they don't release them all in one day. I want, like a comic shop gets their books every Wednesday. Well, I want to do that with the digital. So we'll see what happens. So in the meantime, that's where my books are. There's links on my website to all my cool stuff. I got Comixology link. I got the Threadless t-shirt link. I got my YouTube channel link. my Patreon, all this stuff that's digital, and I'm much cooler online than I am at home. At home, my basement's full of toys, and I have coffee, and I watch baseball. And after this, I'll probably put some music on and do a bunch of coloring and inking. Swig for the working man. Cool. I just went on a long rant. See, Ronnie said the only time digital is acceptable is if you want to read the comics while traveling. Yeah, that's a good idea too. And you can read them on a plane because you can download them on your iPad or your phone or whatever. And that's a great idea. And that sure beats the makes your bag a lot lighter. You don't need to put all of the comics in your bag, in your travel bag, and read them in your hotel room. You can just read them on your iPad screen now. So yeah, I agree with that. And that's where I make them. I make comics for the weary traveler. And Garrett says, do you have DC Universe? It's almost like it's all the DC shows. I had DC Universe for a little while. I was one of the guys who got the free year because my comics are on, or my cartoons are on there. My Super Pet cartoons are on there. So they gave me access for a year, but it expired in December. I never renewed it. I'm sure I could get another access code, but I wasn't watching it a lot because I was watching the Teen Titans show, but I ended up watching it not working, so that's why I didn't watch it a lot. And I ended up watching a lot of old Superman cartoons, which was really cool. I watched those, but I did enjoy it. I'd like to get back into that and watch it again. Yeah. And D. Brad says, I'm fine reading on my iPad, but my phone is too small. Yeah, iPads are way better. I have an iPad mini, and it's still pretty good size. I'm going to show it to you. I have an iPad mini, and this is the size. And it's almost the size of a... I guess iPad is bigger, but iPad mini is still good. I like to read the digital comics on there. And I get a link to the DC one, so I read... I catch up on them now and then. Mario says, hey, Artie. What's up, Mario? Good morning. Swig for Mario. Oh, yeah. David Foley says, so many links. I know, man. I got more links than I do pages on my website, it seems like. But that's what people do. People don't update websites no more. They update, like, their Facebook profile or their Instagram and stuff like that. The one social media thing, the platform I use most is Facebook, right here where you're seeing me now. The second one is maybe Twitter, but I don't do that as much because, I don't know. This is more fun. I think the Facebook one stays, and you can design your page a little bit more. And I like the t-shirt one, of course, but I got Instagram, but Instagram doesn't work on my phone anymore because my phone is old, and it stops working when I have apps. I don't know why that is. It's a phone designed for apps, so it doesn't work when I have apps. So all I can do on my phone is look at email and make a phone call. I could order pizza, I could respond to an email, and I could get a text. That's all I do on my phone. And on my iPad, all I do is Facebook on there because that one's running out of storage. It's crazy. I need to update all my devices, but I'm not going to at this time because why? I don't leave the house. I'm always home on the computer anyway. You know? Arnell says, hello, sir. Digging the new t-shirt designs. Thanks, man. Thanks, Arnell. I'm going to try to upload maybe like 6 designs every week, but I'm going to wait till like Saturday to do it maybe, or Friday night or something. Because I was thinking, should I do one every day? But then people might want to wait. I'll just wait till tomorrow. But I don't know. Maybe once a week I'll throw some designs. Excuse me. I'm running out of breath. I have a bunch of designs waiting. I have a Gilbert design up there, and a Drew and Jot design, and a new Wolf Boy design, which I'm very happy with. And you could also order a Jimmy the Muscle t-shirt now. And you can order a t-shirt with me and Franco on it, or with just me on there. So I have several more Gilbert designs I'm going to be putting up there probably over the weekend, next week. And on Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to be on Collector's Dungeon is doing a show. I'm going to be on a Zoom show with them. That's going to be cool. I'm going to be talking about Migos and showing my Migos. All right, swig for the working man. All right, Kevin Bixby's back. Oh, you did. You already went to work? He's back, ready to draw comics. Yeah, man. Swig for Kevin Bixby. Garrett says, I love drawing comics, and someday my goal is 50 issues. Yeah, man. You can do it. Every time I draw a comic, it adds, it just, I was going to say, every time you make a book, it just adds to more. Like, I made a lot more than 50 issues, and one day I was trying to figure out how many books that I ever create, and I must be in the 300s between issues and writing things and appearances and covers and all this. So I just lost track after a while. I stopped counting. Swig for the worker, man. Getting a little dry right here. See. How's the ties? Ties still look good? Deep Brad says, my favorite Gordy song with the whistling. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I love these Gordy songs. They're awesome. I play them even when I'm drawing. I need to put them on sometimes. You got more links than the butcher at Caputo's. Hot links. I know, man. There's too many. And there's a lot. Like every time some kind of social media thing happens, I got to be part of it. It's like, what is this? But I never joined Tumblr, and I never did a few things. Or Snapchat, I'm not on there. Snapchat and Tumblr seems like, well, Snapchat especially seems like it's for the kids. It's for maybe hooking up. I don't know. I don't need to hook up. That gets you in trouble. I got the ultimate hookup. You know, I got married and stuff. Me and my wife are always hanging out. So that's good. I think she got home. I heard the dog go crazy. I think she's home now. She might be home for lunch. Well, Mario says pizza. It's what's for breakfast. Yeah, man. I can't wait to order pizza. My pizza place I order from is not open on Mondays. That would be today. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe by Friday. I haven't had pizza in at least a week. Alejandro says, the hat. Oh, yes. I'll say, yeah, man. The special, exclusive Father's Day Chicago White Sox ball cap. Every team on Father's Day wore this hat with their emblem, of course. But it was like a blue tie-dye. Want to see it closer? You do, right? I'm going to show it to you closer. It's like a blue tie-dye hat. And it's beautiful. And it's a fitted hat. My hat size is 7 5/8. In case any of you have any ideas for Christmas. 7 5/8. And I love it. It fits perfect to me. And if you have a perfect hat, a good hat, good quality hat, you'll forget you're wearing the hat. So that's why I found out you buy some good hats, good quality, and to fit your head size correctly, and it'll be great, and you'll love it. I sound like the president. It'll be great. You'll love it. But you buy a good hat, man, you'll forget you're working it, and you'll have a great day. And then Kevin Bixby. I call you Bill Bixby all the time. Kevin Bixby, still working, just multitasking. Oh, cool. You're working from home then. Or are you watching me on your job? Ooh, I don't know. I'm happy to be with you, my friend Kevin Bixby. My famous cartooning friend, Kevin Bixby, Yagams. Did you get some sleep after Mike Norton moment? After Mike Norton, I stood up for another 6 hours watching a 3-hour Survivor finale with my wife. And we watched a 2-hour show and then a 3-hour show, so it was rough. That's why it messed me up for Saturday. Saturday I was all messed up. I couldn't recover. I felt like I had a hangover, but I didn't. It wasn't an alcohol-induced hangover. It was just not sleeping enough hangover. I was just really weird. But then I did work all day too. I worked all day on Saturday. And then I stopped work at about 9 o'clock at night, and I still went to bed. You know, I finally recovered. I feel real good today. But I know it's going to come. It's going to creep. Oh, excuse me. It's going to creep in. Swig for the working man. I've been talking for 49 minutes so far. Garrett says, if you ever had killer moth in the Super Pets, this pet could be Silky because of the show. I think I drew a killer moth in the Super Pet Encyclopedia because Silky is his pet. I'm pretty sure. I know I have 2 versions of him in my head. I'm pretty sure I drew him in there because I drew over 300 characters for that encyclopedia. And it was a lot of characters I drew for that encyclopedia. that I never drew before, and I had an opportunity to Baltazarize them. So it was pretty fun. David Foley said, where do you order your pizza from? The kids like Rosati's pizza, but Rosati's pizza to me tastes like the suburbs trying to do Chicago. You know? It's good, but no, there's better. So I order from, there's a pizza place in Bartlett called V&V Paisano. V&V Pizza. V, like V&V, like victory, like woohoo, V&V. I order from them. I love their pizza. Out here I live in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. That seems to be the most authentic Chicago thin crust. They call it tavern pizza now. I never knew it was called tavern pizza, but that seems really good. I like it with, oh, my mouth's watering now. I like it with sausage, pepperoni, and some hot pepper on there, maybe some bacon. But I like it. I like it that. But I like pizza from everywhere. But sometimes I crave certain places. And when I'm in Skokie, I love that Village Inn pizza. And once again, it's like people say, well, there's better pizza. Yes, there's many great pizza places. I love Lou Malnati's. They're over here too. But sometimes I have a craving for certain places. And when I'm in Skokie, I'd love to go to Village Inn. I just love their pizza. So I'm a fan of all pizzas, but my favorite in this area is probably V&V besides Lou Malnati's pizza. But Lou Malnati's I need to have a taste for too, like a craving. But I love having Lou Malnati's when I go to the restaurant and eat the deep dish. That's when it's really, really good. When you order it and bring it home, it loses it. It loses, it turns into a cake. It turns, I don't know. I like going to the restaurant and eating it, and that's the best. Wait, I need a swig. My mouth's getting all juicy, and I want pizza, and it's not even noon. Ah, yeah. Order from Bert's Place in Morton Grove. Not far from the store. Oh, cool. I'll try that. I will try that. And I heard of Pequod's Pizza. And I saw that on the map, and it's near Skokie also. So maybe I'll try that one too. Bert's Place. I'll try that one. Oh, Garrett says the Killer Moth's not in there, huh? He's not in the book. Oh, they must have gave Silky to Starfire as her pet, maybe. But I know I drew Killer Moth before. Eric Green says, "Morning, Art. Nice tie." Thank you, Eric. You got a lot of rain in. It sure did a lot of flooding in some areas. Yeah, there's a lot of rain. I've been safe over here. There's no flooding here. Possible. My plumbers told me that it could be a leak in my roof. That's what they determined. I thought some pipes were leaking, but they said it's probably not the pipes, probably the roof, unless they want to rip down the wall and look, but I didn't want that to happen. I'm not prepared for that today. Otherwise, I'd be upstairs not drawing and not talking to you, and I'd be cleaning up dust. Wasn't prepared for that today. Maybe. We'll see. But yes, there's been a lot of rain. And then let's see. Mario said, last time I was in Chicago, I went to Lou Malnati's and IS Skokie. Yeah, that's a nice good day you had there in Skokie in Chicago. I need a swig. I had fuzzy on my mouth. All right. Yeah, Starfire has Silky. I need another swig. That wasn't quite as satisfying. This is good. I'm glad you guys joined me today. This was fun. You got to hear my woes, my working, my communicating with my editor, my homeowner experiences, my love for baseball. Clone Wars will continue. Now I feel bad watching the Clone Wars by myself because I got everyone into it. So we're going to watch more. Garrett says, do you mind if I use your kind of art style on my homemade comics? I'm not seeking them, but if you don't mind. Yeah, man. You can draw like me for a little while, but then develop your own style. Your own style will come from whatever inspires you. because my own style came from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. And a lot of my friends that I know used to draw like Garfield, and you end up drawing that style and then you develop your own. So embrace all styles and go for it, man. Yeah, do your thing. As long as you make some work, make some art. Just keep drawing. Deep breaths. What are you working on today? Today I am going to work on Gilbert. I got some pages that I colored the lines. Maybe I'll turn in some more pages. I got some Archimaniacs pages to letter and ink. But we'll see. Once I get, if I get bored coloring, then I switch to inking, then I ink, and then I pencil. So maybe I'll do a live drawing. Should I do a live drawing one tonight? Famous Cartoonist draws things. Maybe I'll do that, and you guys could watch me do stuff. Just waiting for the Workman. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Garrett. Oh, Garrett wants to sell. Yeah, man, make them. Make them, sell them. Put a staple in them. I used to sell comics in high school. I used to go and print the books, fold them in half and staple them, and then sell them in the hallway for $1. And we sold enough comics to buy some T-shirts for our comic book artist club in high school. And that's what you got to do, man. You got to do whatever you can. You got to do whatever you can to have people see your work. The requests are here, yes, to do a live stream. Kevin Bixby and D. Brad are my two main audience guys. And usually several others. Take a swig again. I hear loud footsteps upstairs. I'm going to find out what's happening because I feel the need. I'm being drawn. Okay, guys. My coffee is Luke Skywalker warm. I got one more swig. Well, I thought I had one. Now I got one more. I'm going to get going. But it's awesome to see you guys. And I'm glad you're here to join me and listen to me say things in the morning. And do what you love. Wake up every day and do what makes you happy. Don't do anything that gonna make you feel miserable. Unless you have to do those things. Sometimes you can't avoid it. But don't choose to do those things. Do your things. And I'm going to do what I like to do. And I'm going to do it real hard so I can finish by June. It doesn't make me miserable. It just makes me tired. So do what you love, man. And be nice to each other. And get some rest and draw comics and read stuff and buy T-shirts. And hug the ones you love. I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye-bye.